Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Right, entertainment only. I'm actually going to talk about a topic that I have written nothing on, and I haven't looked into at all, and I have no comments on. It's just something that had passed my awareness over the weekend, and I'm just being tapped on the shoulder and said, you need to draw some cards on this. So this might be a really quick reading. But what I want to have a look at is, I believe over the weekend was some quite intense anti-immigration protests in the UK. So I'm just going to have the quickest look of that to see. I just want to see, is the UK going to get a handle on illegal immigration? Now, the best way to prevent illegal immigration is to stop starting wars in that country. If you don't want the Syrians coming into the UK, don't bloody start a war in Syria. That's my attitude anyhow. And the same with what's happening in Africa. Most people do not want to up their lives, run the risk of their families' lives, trying to get to somewhere else in the world where they can feel safe, if they are safe and happy at home. Goodness me, I'm not looking at going anywhere because I feel safe and secure and content at home. So I just want to have a look. Is the UK going to be, and of course it's been inflamed by the likes of Nigel Farage, etc., using the predictions deck. Now, Nigel Farage, very much the main instigator about but behind Brexit, which, after the supposed alleged vote, a lot of people went, oh, we didn't realise. It's like, excuse me, that information was always out there. It's just that they listened to the propaganda. So this is Nigel Farage again, is really stirring up. Oh, gosh, you think humans don't seem to be very good at learning about who is talking with forked tongue out of both sides of their mouth. Once Brexit went through, and a lot of people said, oh, I wouldn't have voted that way if only I had known, having fallen for the rhetoric from the likes of Farage. But so we've got Starmer. Not a big fan of Starmer. I don't think he's yeah. Anyhow, are they going to get a handle on it? On immigration in the UK, what's it going to take? Spreading, absolutely. Now it's spreading, mutating, but I'm just going to say the issue of illegal immigration is spreading. The majority of people that, I don't know about other countries, but in Australia, very few come via boat, which is, the big clickbait talking point. The majority of people who are here illegally came legally on visas, etc., and disappeared into the system. So it's not just a UK issue, not just a European or US or anything like that. It's all around the world. But we've got this spreading, mutating. What is spreading and mutating? Is it blaming the aliens for all their own woes or something along those lines? We have a lot of rhetoric in Australia, I don't know what it's like in the UK, of claiming that illegal immigrants, or even illegal immigrants are stealing housing and jobs, and they're on our social security system, which is called Centrelink. It's like, no, they're not. Unless they're a brain surgeon or something, what jobs exactly do you think they're stealing? What housing do you think they're stealing? It just, oh goodness. And no, they don't qualify for social security, welfare. Just, so is this the lies mutating and spreading? Let's see where it goes. Food shortages. Okay. Or I'm just going to say resource shortages. So I don't know whether there's a housing shortage card in here, but spreading mutating lies about shortages. Absolutely. There is more than enough in the world for everybody. In fact, we have surplus. It's just some hoard and hang on to it, hoping for bigger profits, etc. So the challenge is shortage. Okay, the energy under is the duties to keep quiet, going through the motions. I'm just getting the royalty and not going to enter into this. In the past, we've got airborne toxins, which to me is talking about the unhealthy environment where these people have come from. So is the UK going to get a handle on it? Declassify documents is crowning this reading. That's interesting. There might be some declassified information, some information that is presented declassified in regards to this. Numbers, etc. Okay, it is pretty much a propaganda exercise. So we've got the immediate future is disaster and wreckage. The protests, I think, are just, I think they're going to take a bad turn. Do not go to them. Externally compromised and harmful. Externally, internally, rocket, SpaceX. This is the propaganda. Externally spreading harmful and bit compromised. I'm just going to say lies, untruths, compromised and harmful untruths being spread via social media. It's just an ugly, ugly situation. Evidence of a scandal in the immediate future. Who's this scandal going to be about? So evidence coming out about a scandal. Mendelssohn. Apparently there had been 5 scandals about him previously, and yet he's still got a job. Oh, as ambassador to the US, like seriously. So there's going to be evidence of a scandal come out that will involve feeling betrayed and back. This might be the Epstein files. About, okay, thank you. What I'm getting, so someone's going to find themselves compromised, trying to create, I'm just getting, this is distraction. This is distraction. Betrayed, backstabbed, coerced, manipulated, and pandemic health crisis, and then offering a solution. Now, to me, this isn't so much, I mean, this can be the NHS, the National Health System, the universal healthcare in the UK is in crisis, but we've got here somebody offering a solution to the problem. Okay, right, which they don't want. The Nigel Farages of the world do not want a solution. They don't want it to be resolved, because how can you stir up fear? And so we've got downgraded, citing disclosure, and then new rules and political laws coming into force about business tycoons. So I think what is going to happen, what I think is going on is, far out. I'm going to ask. I'm not going to use these cards. I'm just going to ask the usual tarot cards. Let me just put these away. using the mystical manga. Those behind stirring up, looking at you, Farage, etc. Is this a distraction from a... Okay, thank you. As I said, they don't want a solution. Oh, there's a chair there. They don't want a solution because if there is a logical solution that works for the people, by the people, for the people, it's like, oh no, we don't want to tax the billionaires more. We want to, because that would solve things. They don't want it to be solved because then they don't have anything to put a handle on. Entertainment only. They need someone to blame, and who better to blame than those that don't have a loud enough voice to push back. But is this a distraction because those behind this propaganda know that they are in some certain files? Now, I'm just going to say it's not just about the files there. It's about trafficking. It's about money laundering. It's about international crime syndicates. It's about RICO. And every time I read on this, I get the image of an old style cop shop corkboard where they pin the suspects to, and then they run the string back and forth. Husband's watching Only Murders in the Building, the latest one. I've seen it, so I'm catching up on other stuff. But they've got the corkboard with the string from connecting the suspects on it. You literally cannot see the board for the red string that is running back and forth and over here and up there and connecting everything. It's all really, really intertwined. So it's not just the EPS files. The EPS files is just the tip of the iceberg. So are those behind this stirring up propaganda in the UK, don't want a solution? Are they worried about those some sort of files? Entertainment only. I'm not going to name names. You are talking about people in the House of Lords, in the House of Commons. The House of Lords is the Senate, the House of Commons is the House. You've got, the dude with the teeth who's a smarmy friend of the Orange Twerp, but others in his ilk. Now, I had to laugh. Tate put on a comment on social media saying, "Oh, now that they've gone for Kirk, all of us are in danger." And somebody replied and said, "Yeah, take a seat. Nobody's interested in you." Along those lines, I had to laugh at it. Okay, is this okay? Emperor. Those that are in some form of control or dictatorship want to be in control. Those that, my way or the highway, and absolutely these are the ones that are behind these protests about immigration. So what they're doing is they're making it about the movement of people, the challenge, the movement of people. The energy that they're stewing in is basically stab in the back, attack. This is their modus operandi. These people who, this figure here, she is thigh deep in this swamp trying to find a place of safety and, again, being stabbed in the back. It is very much about attacking those that are most vulnerable. In the past, the king of coins, the oligarchs with their money. No, they don't want to pay their fair share of tax. They just want to get their next $1 billion. Oh, God, what would one do with $1 billion? I have no idea. Okay, crowning this reading. Yeah, working together. So you've got here these wannabe dictators working together with the oligarchs, their rhetoric is about the human movement, attacking those most vulnerable. Yeah, and they've got an agreement to do it. They've got an agreement to do it. But I'm asking, are they in the files? So there is going to be some sort of awakening judgment moment where there's going to be a hang on, what's this we're hearing? As a declaration of some sort is made. I'm really being drawn to this. This is a heart on wings in the new sunrise. Okay. Externally, they're going to be on the back foot, defensive, trying to fend off the information that's coming in regards to them. But internally, it is all over Red Rover. It is Tower moment all over with whatever this judgment moment comes forward. So I think it's a distraction, hopes and fears. Oh, my ears are ringing. Queen of Coins. Trying to hold on to their money. You've got the King of Coins, the hopes and fears, Queen of Coins trying to hold on to their money. The outcome, but the wheel is turning. Cannot stop this forward momentum. Disappointment with what's on offer with the Four of Cups, and then you've got this King of Cups, this new benevolent leadership coming forward. I'm just going to tell you it's not Starmer, but a negotiator, a diplomat, he's not razzmatazz, let me bop to the YMCA or whatever it is. Stable, mature leadership coming forward. You've got the Devil, you've got strength, and you've got fully exposed. So whoever this is got strength in fully exposing this Devil. And then we've got the Justice card coming forward. How didn't we have these in that other reading I did on Tyler? Almost in the same order. Information is coming out. Absolutely, it's coming out. You've got the Nine of Cups, be careful what you wish for, smoke and mirrors, but then you've got the Ace of Coins, Ace of Swords, and then the People, and then the Ace of Cups. Wow, look at these aces in the underlying energy. This is a time of huge change. I'm just going to say, these protests that are being organised in the UK are pretty much trying to just stir up hatred for those that are most vulnerable through means of propaganda. They're not interested in a solution. So let's have a look. Will a solution? They're not interested in a solution. I suspect some of the troublemakers are being paid, but this is the Six of Coins. The stirrers, there may be stirrers that are paid to cause fights with that Five of Wands, to cause fights within these protests. Here's $100, go and break a window or something. Cover your face and break a window, whatever it is. Or, here's $100, go and punch somebody to start an all-in old-time saloon brawl or something. Okay, let's have a look. Will a solution? I'm just going to do a 3, 2, 1. Will a solution? Will somebody come forward will a dynamic leader come forward with a solution? Right, well, here's the smoke and mirrors and poor choices, the Knight of Coins, and on the defensive. So the smoke and mirrors, the Knight of Coins can mean steady governance, can also be in the mercenary, but let's see where this goes. Out of this illusion, delusion, confusion, smoke, mirrors, pulling the wool over the eyes about the choices, I think there's going to be some steady governance that comes forward that is going to push back on this messaging. We've got the Ace of Coins, new opportunity being presented, and then the Ace of Swords as well, to bring forward a new strategy, a new truth, a new way of doing money for the people. So yes, I do. Okay, secrets being revealed with the moon about those in government being the Hierophant and how they have betrayed. How they have betrayed the people. There's a Knight of Swords, a harsh truth coming forward about agreements that were made that are just simply a nightmare situation. So yeah, gosh. I do think there is going to be some steady governance that comes forward. But oh man, what a mess. And being deliberately stirred up, and I'm going to say there are some moneyed elements in the ranks of the protesters to deliberately rile up and cause more ruckus than it's almost a bit like than what was intended. It's a bit like in Australia a couple of weekends ago. There were around Australia, it was quite hilarious, anti-immigration marches. And the amount of them that were photographed afterwards down at the pizza place or at the Chinese takeaway or whatever else with their flags around them, just like, really? Really? What bit do you not understand? Especially since they were all squeaky white, and it's like, so every single one of them has come from immigration. Where was I going with this? What was happening in I think it was in Melbourne, is there was this huge march about it. They went to the Domain, the park, to hear some speeches, and I think this was in Melbourne. I could be wrong about what city it was, but the person that hopped up on the stage and started ranting in this speech is a well-known pro-Nazi white supremacist. And the look on the people's, you could have dropped a pin. There was this realization, this is not what we're here for. This isn't what we were protesting for. This isn't our jam. And I think you'll find in the UK there will be quite an element of that coming through as well, in that they go along with the protest because they think, oh, yeah. And then they get there and there's violence, or there's pro-Nazi rhetoric being spouted, or there's something where quite a number of them are just going to go, hang on, this isn't what we signed up for. So expect that. So I'm just going to leave it there. I don't think it's, first of all, I think it's partially a distraction. And from what is going to be coming out internationally about certain people, I do feel that the governance will come up with a solution. They will put forward new opportunities, new offers. There's a spotty dog there. Yeah, I just think there's going to be new. That will be actually governance for the people, not governing, dictating. I do. Do I have a quick look? No, I won't. I don't think Starmer's going to stay in as Prime Minister for terribly much longer. I actually thought he would be out in January. Gone. I thought he would be gone that quickly, but I might have my Januaries mixed up. It might be next January. I don't think Starmer will be in much longer. He is too... So throw some ideas at me about who might replace him. He is too entwined with the moneyed. Okay, I'm not saying he's done anything wrong. I just say that's the crowd he's run with in the past, is those in his ear about money for the wealthy, is my belief. Entertainment only, could be completely wrong. Let's see how it plays out. Love to you all. Take care.